That's what they were doing. Yeah, he's going to have to be a lot better than I'm expecting him to be for this to work.
Yeah, that is a fair estimation. Deep wall coming out of Acend. They're looking for an aggressive fight over towards the side and already picking up Akuma, but in comes Happy for one. Roden on another, but the trades are quickly coming in favor of Acend as they'll get a plant in a very peculiar position. This is a very different pistol to what we normally see out of teams on this map, and the right click unnerfed in this current patch. So it's a 2v2 on the board.
It's not quite a Sentinel, but Logan being back on something like a Viper does actually excite me a lot. He was maybe the best Killjoy we ever had at one stage of the game, and if he can perform on the Viper anywhere near as well, maybe, just maybe, they have a chance. Then again, it's the afterplant. The problem is there's still another snake bite to at least reduce the HP a little bit. He's actually stuck it at least half though, so they're not in a bad spot whatsoever. We're also going to see the blast back just to make sure nobody's on it anymore, and realistically, the time ticking far too gone, and Zeke and Killers will see much from Happy. It's all a learning curve, you know, today, Mitch. That's for sure. Roden, decent position. Should be a fairly easy kill as well, in fact. Gonna double up. Acend there with the trade, and Roden,
great flashes, Roden.
Doesn't want to see. No, if he can't see them, they can't see him. That's a thing I learned as a kid.
And the shock darts, I mean, BDS coming out with some insane utility already. What can Acend possibly do against this? Yeah, that was possibly the worst 10 seconds of Valorant I've seen for a while. So let's pretend that util didn't happen, because they might still win this, considering it's a 3v1. You've only got Killers left, Spectre in hand, and it looks like BDS have managed to beat back this spy, which, for the most part, I mean, the utility's a meme, right? It didn't actually have any impact on the round. The reality is Acend, in this, if they get one more kill, they're in a decent position. And Roden is low HP up close. Killer swings this. Okay, now, oh, it's almost winnable now, Tom. I start to get a little bit worried because Poison Orb goes down, blocks the angle. If he gets that rifle, all of a sudden, I'm believing in Killers clutching this out. I need to see Team BDS play off each other here. Left. The spike is down in the open. Everything is going their way in this moment. And that's a ranged fight versus a Spectre, one that should be easily won, but somehow it's not. And now Killers is alone, and he clutches it. Get out of here! Acend win the third round. And
this round anyway, but instead get the extra finances off the win and a free gun. We're going to see the wall used just to try and give them some space. Starzo, what? He's doing exactly that, and they've got so much. He's one past him! He's one past him!
Oh, Akuma was blind, he didn't notice! And now, finally, he'll take his moment to strike. Taka's got caught off guard. Akuma coming around with the show. Already three, leaving Killers to clutch it yet again. The 1v1 versus Happy. Beautifully placed last pack, and BDS are back in. Orbital strike already going to be deployed. That's long control. Takas is locked in. He goes out for a fight. Starzo deletes him. Showstopper. Did that just hit the flash? Did the showstopper just get blocked by a guiding light?
That's next level. Oh, Roden's in a good spot that they actually don't check for him. And now it leaves it.
Well, if the classic is or is not nerfed, and I've heard a different answer every time. It's like, what is going on?
You should have just trusted me. There you go. That would have been.
Lothar, talk to Hypok. Discuss amongst yourselves, because we're getting conflicting.
Okay, Bone Cold has brought this back. We're gonna ignore the classic for now. Because he's managed to find a way in towards this B site. This was looking very good for the side of BDS. Shock dart's going to go through, and actually, it's not really worked out fantastically, but he's managed to find the kill anyway, and Starzo is incredibly far behind. If they get on this defuse, they have basically already won the round, but he's going to get into position before anybody gets anywhere near it. They don't even expect him to be here. He's just taking his time. Nobody watched towards long. Logan is down, and Akuma into that 1v1 tries to fake flash him out, and it's going to pop directly into his face. It is going to still just be this time ticking, and Starzo, he'll land the shot in the end.
Potentially a bird, you know? We'll see.
Oh, Killers is already going to drop Akuma. And it's on the other side of the map as well, so they have to start to question whether or not they want to start rotating players back. Nade not really going to do anything. The flash, though, is superb, and it's Starzo to pick up another. Showstopper has at least found one, but it doesn't even matter at this stage. It's too little too late. They had a 4-man stack on this site, and it is quickly diminished into absolutely nothing. The only man remaining is Logan, and sure, he's pretty good at those clutches, but I don't think so.
In the pit, bro? Okay, he's in. Yeah, probably going to be saving out here. 1v4, not a great opportunity to close this one out. Even a res online for Acend, doubt they use it. Their economy's already stacked. And you know your round isn't really under threat, because as previously stated, Logan is a rifle. If he had a sheriff, you may be res, just to be careful. Gotta look. Oh, that was a little bit awkward, but he's finished him off, taking Bone Cold down. Now they know where he is, and it's time to go looking for that rifle. I think that kill was probably worthwhile and just dealing the extra little bit of damage. If he loses this weapon but still manages a few more, it could have been great, but only 2 kills in the end.
We just didn't know all along.
Do flamingos only have 1 leg? What?
No, they stand on them.
Oh, right.
I wasn't saying he was saying it.
Most animals stand on their legs, Tom. That's actually, it's kind of the point.
Here we go. Takas.
Here we go, baby.
Right. He's going to get himself a couple of kills to trade out, gives Akuma a chance. One of the better rounds we've seen so
30
far.
seconds left.
Again, based off individual brilliance. All right, Happy. Just going to spam straight through. Now it's left all onto Bone Cold. A 1 versus 3, like, there surely shouldn't be any way that he manages to close this out, but I don't want to hold my breath.
If they lose this, they should forfeit. I think that's just like, lose this 1v3
rough.
right
They're
now.
going to go pushing through, given a slight opportunity, but they're coming in with the pistols. First goes his way, second won't. Happy's there on a quick trade, and it's going to be a second round on the board for Hit as well, available for Killers. He just wants to try and take over some control, but instead, he's going to switch off his Toxic Orb. Already get a kill. It's a single tag for Akuma that isn't really going to make much of a difference. And look how far Killers has actually gone. He's all the way up, pushed forward. He doesn't land the shot, though. And that might be a way back in.
That's a big whiff out of kill. That's not something you see too often, but still a lot of players left alive in Acend. No res possible at this point with the position of his body. Seekers online. Do they get deployed by BDS? They don't get a chance.
No
Not even
way.
a chance.
He had like 2 HP
Yep.
when he did that. Starzo is just ridiculous. Nice shot again from Akuma. At least he individually is looking a little bit crisp, but yeah, as you can see, there is utility flying over that is going to deny any chance of a defusal at this stage. Again, it's a couple of nice shots, basically putting your hope, and they have to then win one. I have to add that as well. Acend, he's going to take a lot of damage. Happy's paint show, already picking off 1, but Bone Cold's going to be brought back. Now this could actually do quite a bit, because it's going to be completely visible, but if he starts to spam through, he might get caught out, because Zeke is just, this is so aggressive.
Good Tiger. Good Tiger to clear out Heaven. They know there's a player up close, but they're trying to challenge him, and it doesn't seem to be working, at least at the start. Logan in there with a big trade, though. Now, all of a sudden, an opportunity to get back in towards this site. Fighting into the Viper's pit, never easy. And as we say, without that drone, it is so much more difficult. They've got to pick up the pace on the walkthrough here. Already, Akuma is 1 HP, but there goes Killers. He's dropped Bone Cold, still here, though. I don't have a bunch of low HP players. Absolutely tearing them apart. It's Bone Cold. It's the whole team dead. So there's no chance to come back into it because they're not getting those duels. They're not getting away with the early fights the same way that they would versus some of the older teams. Zeke has just completely tanked that nade, and then it turns out they know where he is anyways. The recon on backside revealing him, giving the opening duel and a second. A pistol round is essential for BDS, and it looks like they're going to actually win this one out.
Put themselves in a position where it's at least workable to try and get back into the match. I don't know this is something that I'm necessarily supposed to do, but I think I feel like I have to at this stage. Gambit have just lost a map.
Versus
London United.
no shot. What map?
Because he never leaves the desk.
Oh yeah, Lothar lives on day long.
Happy, couple of blast packs. He's already going to find them an opener. It's starting to look at least a little bit better for BDS in these attacking rounds so far. They've still got a lot to deal with, and the lurk through looks like it's about to be caught. Takas is gone, and holding onto this control is going to be huge. Roden with the wraparound, but they still haven't dealt with CNED, and they may not get the chance. Logan, though, turning it into a 1 versus 2. Again, this already as a bonus is a fairly successful round, but it's one that they almost feel like they have to win because of the current scoreline.
Yeah, fighting back, you lose 1 buy round, you're forced down to an eco, game's over. Logan has no chance to plant this. Oh, he's even being spotted now. He knows a flash is coming. It's time to just turn your back to it and accept it.
Does he go B?
No, he's going to block him off, try to take the fight into Heaven. The problem is that player doesn't need to fight unless they choose to, and they'll just wait for the second player to come. Look, Bone Cold's holding it. Happy has already used 1 blast pack. I'm not sure about 2. He's caught Starzo, though. As he crosses over, here's where Bone Cold should easily take him down. The second one found on the spray. That brings it back into a 2v2. Pay no attention to the HUD up the top. There is no Viper ult online for Killers right now. He hasn't activated it. It's a little UI glitch from the final round. So this 2v2 is just going to be a raw fight. And the thing is, BDS have that Sky online. Rodent can pop some flashes out and engage. Once that spike is tapped, this is very dangerous for Acend. And finding room is going to be difficult. No wall to block them off. No information on the second player, but the first is taken down. Now CNET needs to try to run this quickly, but he won't. He's faced him! He faced him, Tom! Why? Why did he face him? He had the time on his side!
I have a lot of faith in Acend, and unfortunately, well, as said, they're out if they lose a round. This is just found one, and Zeke up close as well. This is just absolute destruction. See you later, Happy. I don't even know where he died from. It's just another kill coming through. Absolute dominance. They've just wrecked him in the final round. That is, well, an incredibly dominant performance. 13-4.